Hello, my name is VINODKUMAR Rajendran. I'm from 3 Bmmm S1/2. My metric number is B0918103441. Okay, today I'm going to present about our project, Industrial Control Technology project, which is based on the MAP system. Okay, let's start with the introduction. MAP 201 is a system which checks for parts orientation utilizing the gravity feeder housing the parts in a column where the housed parts using interior non-symmetrical and is pushed by a pneumatic cylinder, which is cylinder A. Then the correct orientation of the part is confirmed using a cylinder with a plunger, which is cylinder C. After confirmation, the oval section of pneumatic cylinder, cylinder B, moves the workpiece to its final position. If the part is incorrectly positioned, it is rejected by a single acting cylinder, ejector D, removes the part via the evacuation ramp. Appropriate mapping of inputs and output is a critical initial step in PLC programming. It is a very simple process, yet some programmers skip it or fail to perform it correctly. It requires the inclusion of all primary input and output tags in a single program and the ability of manipulate them easily. The requirement for manipulation may arise as a result of hardware failure or as a result of device needed to be updated or extended.
Hello, my name is Anthony Belayong Anak Josh. My matrix number is B0918100068. So I'm going to present about the pneumatic diagram for MAP system. So each of the handling devices of the MAP 201 series includes a complete set of documentation comprised of the user manual and the exercise manual. Thus, user manual includes the description of the equipment, all the pneumatics, mechanical, electrical, and graph set, drawings, and diagrams. Thus, this is the inclusion of what is MAP 201 series has. So for the dimension is 770 times by 580 times by 445 millimeter. Approximate weight is 31 kilogram. The air treatment unit, filter with pressure regulator, pressure gauge, throttle and drain valve. The keypad, start, stop, push button, and automatic manual selector. And electric power supply is 24 volt DC. And pneumatic supply pressure is 0.6 megapascal. And the actuators is 2 double acting cylinders, 1 single acting cylinder. So 1 single acting anti-turn cylinder. So that's the part of the pneumatic for MAP system.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and good morning. My name is Nur AMIRUL bin Sulaiman with a metric number B0918104003. I'm from course 3 Bmmm S1/2. For my part is about electrical wiring diagram for the map system. Okay, for your information, in electrical wiring diagram for the map system, there are some items used to create the diagram, which is cylinder A plus, cylinder B plus, cylinder C plus, ejector D plus, push button start, push button stop, selector auto manual, sensor A0, sensor A1, sensor B1 and sensor C1. The electrical flow start from input 0, which is push button start when use the PLC program OMRON. The address is 0.00 and the contact start is open because it is normally open contact. For input 1, which is push button stop, the address is 0.01 and the contact stop is closed because it is normally close contact. Not only that, the electrical flow move into two input 2, which is auto manual selector. The address is 0.02 and the electrical wiring symbol of auto underscore man in PLC program OMRON was shown in above diagram. The electrical flow moved to input 3, 4, 5 and 6, which is about sensor A0, A1, A2 and A3. The addresses of sensor are 0.03, 0.04, 0.05 and 0.06, while the electrical symbol of sensor shown in diagram. the sensor is open because it's normally open output. The flow move to cylinder A plus, which is the output 0 and the address is 10. Then the flow went through the valve, which the symbol show at above diagram. Not only that, it is also same with cylinder B plus, cylinder C plus. For ejector D plus, the output 3 of the address is 10.03. The flow then moved to L4D plus valve. Last but not least, the flow goes back to the first step in order to continue the process.
My name is Ruttiran, ANAK ANBUALAGAN. My metric number is B0918100371. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about PLC input and output addressing table. There are 7 input and 4 output. The 7 inputs are start push button, stop, auto, and sensor A0, sensor A1, sensor B1 with sensor C1. And the 4 output are 3 cylinders and 1 injector. The 3 cylinders are A plus, B plus, C plus, and for ejector, D plus.
Hello, my name is PIRAVIN THIRAN, ANAK Ruttiran, and my matrix number is B09181023. I am here to be talking about the discussion part of the project. The simulation was carried out on a MAP 201 system, where the apparatus is utilized to check and verify a part's orientation. During the simulation, at its initial condition, when the start button is pushed, cylinder A extends, pushing the part into position below the cylinder C and remains extended. Once 3 seconds has elapsed after the part is in position, the cylinder C with the plunger extends to the part below it, where it verifies the part's orientation. Then, after 3 seconds has elapsed, the cylinder C with the plunger retracts, where after it has retracted and another 3 seconds has elapsed, the cylinder A retracts back also. After the retraction of cylinder A, the process continues after 2 seconds has elapsed, where cylinder B extends next and remains extended for another 3 seconds. After the 3 seconds has elapsed, the cylinder B retracts also, which is then followed by another 3-second delay. the extension of ejector D after another 2-second delay, ejector D retracts. Then the process ends where it returns to its initial condition. Then, from the graph set diagram for the MAP system obtained, there is a total of 8 sequences and an initial step involved in the whole process. Transition 1, which is the starting of push button, is between the initial state and the first sequence. Then it is followed by all the other sequences. Thank you.
Right, so as a conclusion, last but not least, a pneumatic system can be controlled either manually or automatically. In this project, we know that signals are transmitted as compressed air, whereas in electrically actuated systems, signals are transmitted as electrical current, but still the cylinders are driven by compressed air to perform their duties. And also, ladder diagram is an important concept not only at electro-pneumatic system but also at PSC. And lastly, the outputs in a ladder diagram are always at the right just before the negative line of the power supply. So as a conclusion, this is for our project for MAP 201 system. Thank you.